money and, pay the decision of this. They work for another company, yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Okay, we'll talk about this after.
Well, don't you pay him the time?
We are live on Facebook.
Well, I thought they were gonna send you. I got an
Oh,
app.
all right. No,
Do it. Maybe you should just go through that guy. Okay, I'll have to do this later, son. I'm on a meeting.
All right, guys, can everybody hear me? Yes, hey. Can you everybody know in the Telegram chat, we're getting ready to get started. Please log into the Telegram chat and let everybody know we're getting ready to get started. So I just want to take this time to say thank you so much for being a part of our webinar this evening. If you are new here, I'm going to give you a little bit of information about myself and not that information about our program. I've been online since 2015. I started my online journey because I was looking for time freedom. I wanted to spend more time with my kids. I wasn't happy where I was working, and it was like, I got to do something different. And what I realized is that you'll just keep going until you figure it out. And that's where I was at. I was at a point where I'm like, I don't want to work for anyone else. I don't want to worry about going to a daytime job. I don't want to worry about getting fired. I don't want to worry about 30-minute lunches. I want to have more control over what it is that I'm capable of doing. Just a little bit more of what I was thinking in my head. My dad raised me. I was raised by my dad. He had me at 16 years of age. And he started working at a hospital just to make ends meet, make sure that I was taken care of. In his 50s, and he's still there. And he worked really hard just to make ends meet and to make sure that my sister and I had a roof over our head. And what I noticed is that I didn't like that he had to go to work every day because he was traveling 2 to 3 hours a day to get back and forth to work. He worked long hours. I really didn't get a chance to see him or spend much time with him. And not only that, we really didn't do much outside of him working, right? We had some things that we did, picnics and family barbecues and things like that. But I didn't get on a plane until I was 24 years of age. It was my first time getting on a plane. And we just had the bare minimum because of it. And I just realized that growing up, I didn't want that for myself and I didn't want that for my children because I feel like there was a lot of things that was missing because of the lack of time, okay? And that's one thing I noticed is that with a job, we tend to have to exchange time for money, right? Like if you don't work, you don't get paid, right? If you don't do the overtime, you won't have the extra things that you need. Or if you don't work those extra hours, you might not have a job, right? So that was one of the things that I really didn't like, is that I didn't have a lot of quality time with my dad because he worked all the time. And he still is not even eligible for retirement for another 5 years, 5 or 6 years he has left, okay? And I'm just like, I don't want that to be my future. I don't want that to be what I wake up to, and he doesn't like his job, okay? He doesn't like his job. He works at a hospital. He was there through the whole COVID thing. I mean, it was just a lot. It was just a lot. So that was one of the reasons why I knew I didn't want to work for someone else. I didn't want that I didn't want somebody to have that type of control over me. Okay. The other thing that happened, okay, and I'm just giving you guys a really detailed story about myself, but I'm going to tell you why as well. So I was working a job, okay, and I was really good at my job. And I had a lot of time because I really never used to take time off. And again, I've said this in other videos. The reasons why I didn't take time off is because I never had anywhere to go. I didn't have enough money to go anywhere to take time off. So why am I wasting taking time off if there's really nothing to do? Because I couldn't afford to travel. I made just enough to make ends meet. So I wound up getting pregnant with my first kid, and I had some complications, okay? I went to my supervisor and I'm like, something's not right. I don't know what it is, but something isn't right. I didn't feel good. So fast forward, I go into labor at 5 months pregnant, 4.5 months, my water break. I go to the hospital and I'm like, they're like, you're going into labor. You're like, he's trying to come out. Your baby's trying to come out. So I'm in a hospital fighting for this kid's life, this kid that's inside of me, trying to keep him in. And I'm in a hospital for months at a time, trying to keep my baby. My job tells me, Amanda, don't worry about it because you have more than enough time. You just relax. We're going to take care of everything. You're a great worker. We're just so glad to have you a part of the team. And, we'll be there for you. And it sounded great, right? They told me that I had 5 months to recover from the moment that I had my son. So I said, you know what, that's good. I get to spend 5 months with my kid. I'm just so excited about it. I finally get home, and 2.5 months into staying at home with my kid, I get a call from my supervisor. And he said to me, this is a true story, guys, true story. He said to me, Amanda, if you don't return to work in the next 3 weeks, we're going to have to give your position. I'm sorry, guys, I lost connection. I'm sorry about that. So I'm sorry, I lost connection. So these were some of the things that I battled with. I wound up going back to work. I got daycare for my son, but I was very upset. And things didn't work out at my job. After that, I was looking for somewhere else to go because I just couldn't believe. I felt like I was let down. I was let down for the most part. So the reason why I share these stories with you is because I had a why, and it was a whole bunch of reasons. It went back from my dad to what happened with my kid to not being able to vacation or take time off when I wanted to and do the things that I enjoy doing. And I realized that I had to do something different. But once I realized that I had to do something different, I was committed to the process as far as what it was going to take in order to get me there. And in the beginning, I thought it was going to be a quick, easy journey. I thought that it was going to be something that I was going to be able to do in 1, 2, 3, but it wasn't, right? But the reason why is because I was so desperate to get out of my current situation. So fast forward, I wound up getting a mentor and really learning about the business, what I needed to do in order to be successful, and the rest is history. And I'm here to tell you it wasn't easy. I had some sleepless nights. not knowing if what I was doing was the right thing. And I know a lot of us go through that because we're always playing with what's going on up here, right? And that's what I did. But I was willing to take the chance because I wanted something better for myself and for my kid. So through this journey, I have had some loss, sometimes when I was losing. I've had some loss and I've had some battles, but I've also had a lot of wins. When I talk about the loss, I've been in scams. I've been in opportunities that didn't last. I've had sponsors that didn't help me the way that as far as what I was looking for. And that was okay because I got to a point where I was able to teach myself enough to earn a full-time income online. So right now, coming from nothing back in 2015 when I didn't know what to do, and actually learning the business, creating multiple six figures and being able to do that within a couple of years was worth it. It was absolutely worth it. And I want to tell everybody here that's on this webinar tonight that if you have any doubts about if this is real, if it can really be life-changing, I'm here as a living witness that it is. And not only because it happened for me, it has happened for so many other people that I have worked with, that I have done business with, that I have mentored and coached through their transitioning, and not only that, their online journey. But you have to be willing, no matter what, even if you've been through scams, even if you haven't made a dime, you have to believe in what you're doing. Because it's just like a job, right? If you go in and you half-ass it, yeah, I'm going to say it, you half-ass it, that's exactly what you're going to get out of it, half-ass. Point blank, period. If you go in and you're really willing to learn a business, you're willing to be open-minded, put your ego to the side, put your doubt to the side, all of those things that actually tear us apart and keep us from making a full-time income, put all of that to the side, you can make a full-time income with this. And it doesn't have to take years. It doesn't have to take years, but you have to be willing to put in the work. And that's what I learned from 2015 to 2016. The things that I was able to do happened because I was able to, and I was willing to make a change. Because in 2015, I came into the online business thinking I knew everything. Oh, there's not a lot that I need to do. And because I know business and I did this and I did that, I figured that I knew it all. So, I'm going to do well with this. And I'm consistent, but I came into it feeling like I knew everything and that there wasn't a lot of things for me to learn. And that's where I messed up. Not only that, I had the shiny object syndrome, jumping into tons and tons of opportunities that was consistently letting me down. And I was looking for other people to do the work for me or give me the shortcuts, not realizing that there is no shortcut. So I was relying on sponsors to do the work for me or to guide me to this full-time income that I needed so bad. So I'm here to share that with you because for the 281 people that are here today, along with those who are watching live on Facebook, you have to be willing to put in the work. You have to have a mind made up that you're going to stick with it and you're going to be consistent. And then everything else will follow. Because there's too many times, there's a lot of people that are here that in their 20s, most of the people here are in their 30s or 40s that are doing the same things over and over and over again, and they're not seeing success. The reason why I know is because I do the mentorship. So I speak to a lot of the people out there that are failing, and they all tell me the same stories. I've been in 20, 40 opportunities. I've spent over $15,000 online. I've tried everything. And guess what? When I ask them these 3 to 4 questions, I always get the same answer. I wasn't consistent. I never really looked at the training or did the footwork, right? Or I never been in an opportunity where I truly was able to learn exactly what to do. So with the business model that we use and the platform that we're using, we teach people how to brand themselves because that's where it starts. It starts with you. The reason why it starts with you is because with the online space, it's a revolving door, which means that there's always something new. It reminds me of the iPhones. Every year or every 6 months, there's a new one that comes out. Now imagine in the online space, having a brand new opportunity every single day. That's what's happening within the space. There's a new opportunity every day. If you do not believe me, go to JVZoo, go to ClickBank, go to Warrior Plus. There's always a new opportunity. And because of that, most people are jumping from one thing to the next, always getting introduced, invited, or signing up with something different, spending anywhere from $125 all the way up to, I know a couple that spent $30,000 on an opportunity. And guess what? They don't even promote that opportunity anymore. So that just goes to show you, there's a lot of money to be made, but it's all up to you what you're willing to put into it in order to learn the space. Now you can go out there and you can promote opportunities all you want. You can, but that's not going to get you paid consistently because opportunities come and go. Now, if you brand yourself, Janice White, let's just say, no one can ever take that away from you because as long as Janice White is around, she can make money. And I'm talking about not for months to come, but for years to come. And this is how I built my business because I branded myself. So even if I was promoting an opportunity and the opportunity for some reason went away, people still needed my services because I was more important than that opportunity. So what we're going to do with SSM is we are going to teach people how to do business the right way. We're going to give you the skills that you need in order to do business. We're going to tell you what to do and what not to do, and it's up to you to follow it. But what I love about the space is that it's simplified. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Short modules that break down exactly what you need to do. What I'm here to tell you is that it's not going to be easy because you're going to have the time to put in the work, but it's not hard. What we're doing is not anything that's difficult. You just have to be willing to put in the work, which is the time. And that's where the commitment comes in. Time and commitment go hand in hand when it comes to doing business online. So if you are willing to put in the time and put in the commitment, you have the best thing ever to make money online. And that's what I decided to do in 2016. It took me 75 days to make my first big payout. But that, let me tell you, that thing was like, I hit a home run because it allowed me to really realize that I was doing something right and that what I had, nobody can take from me. It was mine. It wasn't nobody's 9 to 5. It didn't belong to no supervisor, manager, or boss. It belonged to me. I did it myself. And that's what I want people to realize within the online space. When you do it yourself, you're able to control how much you make, how fast you want to go. And once you have the education, nobody can take that from you. Now what you have to do is put it to use. And with this platform, we're going to teach you exactly how to do that. We're going to share with you the things that people don't talk about. We're going to share with you the things that you can do that can easily take you from the follower to the leader. I didn't think it was possible. In 2015, think about it. After losing over $15,000 and joining 25 programs, you start to lose hope, you lose faith. You don't think it'll work. But I'm here to tell you today, it does. Because I went through the storm and I came out on the end and it was like, there goes the rainbow. It just popped up. And again, it took work, but I was willing, I was coachable, and I was willing to put in the work. Now, some people are saying they're making excuses right now in their head, right? This job is not going to allow me to do this. I don't have enough time. Oh, the kids stay up too late. Oh, the husband is too needy. Oh, the wife is too needy. Oh, I got football practice with the kids. Oh, they got to do karate at 5. We can make up all the excuses in the world, but you have to be willing to make the time. You have to make the time. And that's what I did as a single mom, because when I started this in 2016, yes, single mom of 2 kids. I got a teenage son, and I have a 7-year-old daughter, and they are extremely needy. But I said, you know what? I got to make this work. And this was over 5.5 years ago. They were even younger then. And I said, you know what? I'm going to map out a game plan. I pulled out my planner and my pen, and I said to my mentor, how much time do I need? He said to me, and I need at least 2 hours from you. I need you to be focused. Not a problem. The kids got to be to school by 8. I get them up by 7. I'm up at 6. I'm up at 5. I didn't want to do it. Nobody wants to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning doing something that they don't know if it's going to work or not, because that's where I was at mentally. I didn't know if what I was doing really was going to work, but I was committed to the process. And I said, I'm going to give myself 90 days, because that's what he asked me. He said, Amanda, give me 90 days. Getting up at 5 in the morning, working while the kids were in school during my other hours of doing other work, and then putting them in the bed at a reasonable time so I had time to myself to do what I needed to do. And that's how I got the job done. I wasn't about making no excuses. I had days where I didn't want to do things. I had days where I had to make up time because I didn't want to do it on this day, so I'm going to do it on that day, but I made sure I got it done. And one of the things that I noticed, and this is what my mentor told me, think about this, and I want you guys to think about this. They say the average person quits an opportunity within the first 30 days. It took me 75 days to make my first real commission. So that just goes to show you, if most people are quitting within the first 30, they never even make it to the 60 days. If I would have stopped at 60 days, I probably wouldn't have seen my first commission in 75 days. Because I would have already have given up. And that's what I want you guys to realize. For some people, it's going to take longer. For some people, it's not going to take as long. For each person is different. We got some people that are here today, they don't have children, or their children are grown, or they are retired. We have other people that have multiple jobs. But again, it has to be a mind made up that you're going to fit in the time to make it work. That's what it's all about. You fit in the time and you make it work. And you know, one of the things I put in my head, and I wrote this I put it on my wall. When you think you've done enough, you need to do more. Because that's another thing. A lot of us don't realize that we're not doing enough. We think we've done enough, not realizing we need to do more. It's so funny. I was talking to a friend the other day, 6-figure earner, and you know what he said to me? And I didn't know this. They said that within businesses, within the world, right? Businesses all over the world, the average worker is working 30 to 40% of their workday. So out of 100%, the average person that works a job is only working really up to standards 30 to 40%, no more than 40%. So that's the average that a company is getting out of the person that they hire. So think about that, guys. If you're at a job and you're working mainly, you're putting in 30 to 40% effort, it's so easy to fail within the online industry because you're going to do way less than that once you're working for yourself, because you don't have nobody looking over your back. You don't have nobody telling you what to do. You don't have a supervisor. So that's why I added that to my list of things to always remember. Because of the mindset and the things that we go through at a job, it's so easy to do less than what you normally do. You have to think about that. Think about how many times you had to stop and you gave up and you had to start all over again. There's so many of us that's starting all over again. We gave up and then we came back. So you got to take all of these things into account when you're doing business for yourself and you're doing business online. It's not that it doesn't work. You got to be willing to work. Put in the work. Stay consistent. Have a game plan. Not even with just yourself and what you're going to do, but also with your family and the people that are involved in your life that can sometimes throw you off your A game. That's important. So I want you guys to just think about that. It's so easy to give up. It's so easy to go to another program, to do something else. But if you are in a position where you feel like you're a hamster on a wheel and you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, you need to do something different. If you are in a business and you're not getting the results that you're looking for, you're missing something. You're missing something. So you have to think about what is it that you're missing and what is it that you need to do so that you're no longer missing something. 2015, I was missing something. What was it? I was branding other opportunities. I was just focused on the money. And I wasn't giving myself enough time to do the things that I needed to do in order to make business work. So that's important. So what I need you guys to really do is think about this as we go through this presentation. Think about what you want to do. What do you want out of life? Are you ready to be committed? Are you really willing to do the work? And do you have a mind made up? That's what it really boils down to. So we're going to talk about this business opportunity, and I'm going to take you through this quick presentation. It is a business model that works. Why? Because this is the only thing I've been using since 2016. Yes, I've dabbled with YouTube, but using Facebook for free has been my main source of income. And I knew that it was possible because I was around others that was doing the same thing. But then what I did is I incorporated video marketing with Facebook, and it just helped me take my business to the next level because video marketing is extremely powerful. Now, did I start out that way? Absolutely not. I was afraid of video marketing. But what I decided to do is get a little bit uncomfortable, and I started to do video marketing. Okay. So this is a home-based business opportunity. We have a digital product that's going to give you the education that you need in order for you to be successful, okay? And this is going to help you build an online business, but you have to be willing to put all of the pieces together Not do a little bit here, a little bit there, but take everything that we give you and work on it consistently. So it's challenges that most people face. And the reason why I put this together was because I just thought of, I sat back and I said, Amanda, what were the things that you felt was prohibiting you from earning online? And these were the things: wasting time, people telling me I was going to make $150,000 by investing $10,000 and I was going to do it in 90 days. You know, people were so quick to just give me what I wanted to hear because I wasn't knowledgeable about the space. So everything that someone told me, it all sounded good. It sounded like something that I wanted to do or get involved with. A lot of opportunities, I didn't earn anything. Or if I did, it wasn't a lot. It was pennies compared to how much I had put out. Some of the opportunities had certain skill sets that I didn't know. Email swipes and tracking and building funnels and how to work the systems in order to build the funnels, you know? And as I was working on these things, I was getting discouraged because it was taking a long time for me to pick up. Then I was getting traffic. Some of you guys might not know, but I was going to a company called Udemy. And then there was another company called Traffic, what is it called? Udemy was one of them. Traffic for Me, I was going to. And guys, if you ever go to trafficforme.com, you'll see hundreds of thousands of dollars buying leads. Hundreds of thousands of dollars buying leads. And I had times where it would convert, but then I had a lot of times where it wasn't converting. So basically I was throwing money down a drain because that money wasn't coming back to me. If I spent $500 and no one purchased for me, I wasn't getting the money back. I would have to spend another $500. And then what I would do is I would give up. Ultimately, I would give up. I wouldn't give up with the online space. I would give up with that opportunity and then move on to a new opportunity. And then what happens? You move on to the next opportunity, you're back to square one, doing the same thing again. Most people don't understand this, but I'm going to share this with you guys. There's a reason why we go to school, right? Our teachers, those are our mentors, our tutors when we were in school, when we needed additional help. It was for a reason. So if you were in school and you didn't do good in math, you had a math tutor. That tutor gave you the additional information and time that you needed in order for you to be successful in school, right? So sometimes you got to look at it like this. With the online space, you have your sponsors, right? And then you got the other people, the mentors, you got the coaches, you got the people who really break things down to you. They're there for a reason, because we don't all learn the same. We don't all take in information the same. Sometimes some people need more help than others, and that's how you get it. Just how you would in school. If you didn't learn something, you didn't know something, you went, and then not only that, what else do they have? For kids who have learning disabilities, they have special education. There's levels to this. Let's talk about the levels, right? You got special education. There's a reason why. So when you get into the online space, just so that you're not that hamster on the wheel, if you realize that you're not grasping the information, you're not getting to where you need to be, you need some special assistance. And it doesn't mean that you're not bright, you're not smart. You just take on information and you take it in a different way than other people. And nothing's wrong with that. So that's why I decided to get mentorship, because even though I was smart, I felt I was smart, I was an honor roll student in school, I was missing something. And I was willing to admit that. And I was willing to work on that. So over the years, what I realized about myself is that I'm a visual learner. So you can tell me something all day long, but if I don't actually see it, it's hard for me to really understand it. So that's why a lot of times I give presentations, and when I'm explaining something, I'm showing you as I'm explaining it to you. Because that's how I learn. I'm a visual learner. So it's easy for me to teach that way. So again, when you're going through this journey, what I need you guys to realize is sometimes you need to get off the hamster wheel. Stop trying this, that, and the third, and that, and third, and this, and third, and this one, and that one. And I'm going to this and that, and I'm doing Forex, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. Because it's not always the opportunity. It's the way that you're interpreting the information, the way you're taking it in, the way you're absorbing the information. And sometimes all it takes is just mentorship. That's all it was for me. I'm the type of person too, I need to know, why am I doing this? Why is this not working? Why does it feel like this is hard? That is what helped me to really take my business to the next level. So with our opportunity, we're going to talk about the challenges and then how to overcome these challenges. And again, I put this together based off of my own experience and what I've seen from a lot of people that were struggling within the online space. Support. I didn't have a community. I didn't have support. That's what I needed, because I needed to know I wasn't the only one going through this journey. Not only that, I wanted to be able to earn while I was learning, because money motivates people. Let's keep it real. We're all here to earn. So I wanted to be able to earn something that, like I said, in 75 days, that first $1,000 was like the start of a new beginning for me. It kept me going. And even though like down the line, I didn't get a lot of $1,000 again, but I was getting $500. I was getting $150. I was getting $300. And I'm like, it took me 8 months to realize that it wasn't going to stop. 8 months it took me to realize I had something going on and I could trust what I was doing. My mentor said to me, Amanda, as long as you promote and your information is out there, it'll always, it's in the universe, it's on the web. It doesn't go anywhere. And he was right. Because as the years went by, it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And my list got bigger, and the amount of people I was promoting to, it just was nonstop. There wasn't one day I would wake up without a person asking me about what it was that I was doing. Not one day. And it took over a year to get there, but it felt so good because it started to make sense, and I started to have these light bulb moments. So here where I talk about the blueprint, these are when you have your light bulb moments, because the things that we do that's within the blueprint, which you'll be able to print out, are the things that allow you to really have a thriving business and be able to see those results that you weren't seeing before. And that's the thing, people don't understand, but those two go together. The blueprint and the light bulb moments goes hand in hand. Because the more that you do something, things start to happen. And then it starts to click why those things are happening. It's a beautiful experience. It's just like something that you would never experience outside of the online space. And the reason why I say the online space is because there's so many people on the web, it's hard for it not to be overwhelming in a positive way. That makes sense. And then what we have is also traffic, the traffic that converts. We have traffic out there. We show you how to get traffic. We have traffic that comes to us that allows us to pay people, even sometimes when people aren't able to get organic sales. And that's the beauty of this business. We have live trainings. We just actually had a live training tonight for those that was on it, and it was awesome. We have live webinars where you get to build relationships, but not only that, fix the things that you're not doing right. And that's what it's all about. Being able to see what the mistakes are, but not only that, how to fix those mistakes. Because even though you may think you know what you're doing, there's always something you can improve upon. And those are the things that we go over when we have our trainings. Okay. So then what we want to do is we want to take all of this stuff and we want to tie it into our unique platform that we use, where we have a Facebook group. We're over 13,000 people in our group. We talk about how our members can be incentivized, even if they don't make organic sales, right? We have a lot of people that are in the positive, even if they don't have organic sales coming in. You don't see that in a lot of opportunities. We have a checklist, and then again, the traffic, our webinars, and our trainings, okay? So we work as a team. That's important. Teamwork makes the dream work. When you stay connected with like-minded people, you will move faster within your business. Point blank, period. That's how it works. Think about it again, going back to a job, right? Don't they have meetings, right? Everybody's working together, right? If you work at McDonald's, the cashier is not also doing the drive. They're not doing a Grubhub and also cleaning the toilets and flipping the burgers, right? It's a group effort. So we do the same thing within the online space because it's going to allow you to move faster within your business, have success faster within your business. And not only that, you're able to connect with like-minded people. And that's important. What I'm going to do is we have some people raising their hands. So I'm going to take some questions and we're going to go back to the rest of the presentation. We're going to just go over the different levels that we have. Okay. So Linda, you had your hand up. Hey, Linda.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm just, what a night, what a night. I've not come to ask a question. I just want to say a few bits about what you've been talking about, if that's okay.
Yes, that's fine.
So many people are doing the shiny object syndrome that you've been talking about. So many people are losing their focus. And I've watched it and I've seen it so many times, but what I have loved about this journey, which I've been on for 5 months now, and I've come from working in the online space for over 5.5 years, but I've come into this and I've wiped the slate clean, right? I've wiped the slate clean and come in, and I have had to unlearn a ton of stuff. But tonight, that training that you touched on that we've been on before this meeting has been a superb wake-up call for me, because I love the way that you work. I love the way that you say it how it is. I love the way that you tell us and teach us what we need to hear, not what we want to hear, you know. And I appreciate that so much more than you'll know. But every time that you speak to someone that's working this platform, they're loving it. They're having fun. They're enjoying it, and they're focusing on it. The people that we're working with now, they're focusing on this and this alone because they know that it works, and they know that they're going to get those results. And I can't thank you enough for what you do, the traffic that you provide, because you are the traffic queen, right? You are the traffic queen, but it does work and it does bring people returns, even without those organic sales. And I've had results that I never thought I would get, not within 5 months, from working with you and the guys in the team. I appreciate it so much. Honestly, it's epic. And if you are watching this and thinking about it, get off the fence, because all you get sitting on the fence is splinters in your arse. Get off the fence and speak to who invited you here. It works, guys. It works. It's just so good. Sorry for the swear word.
No, it's fine. Thank you so much, Linda, and I appreciate that. And again, like she said, it's about, I could get on here and I can talk about, I could tell you guys, You know, I was talking to my accountant today. She said, Amanda, you're so good at what you do. You can sell, what she said, you could sell water to an igloo or something that was hilarious. But it's also about, again, I believe in giving people realistic expectations, right? And I believe that when you work hard enough for something, it's going to stick long term. So many of us are used to taking shortcuts, doing the bare minimum, wanting others to do things for us, not willing to put in the time and effort in order for us to be successful. Why? Why is that the norm? Rich people don't do that. They're waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning to run 3 miles a day. But then when you ask somebody to get up a little bit earlier to improve their life overall, they don't want to do it. I don't want to work with people that just want to do the norm. I want to work with people that want to be leaders. And I can't do that if I'm constantly trying to sell somebody just a dream. That's why I'm so different from a lot of people. I'm not going to tell you it's okay to just be average. Why be average when you can be top notch, when you can be the leader? And again, I know it's possible because I've done it. And I did it in a short period of time, but with hard work and effort. So that's what I want people to really understand, is that it can be done. And there's more than enough. I mean, SSM is a drop in a bucket compared to the amount of money that's out there. People are making $10,000 a day off of digital products. I've seen it with my own eyes. So again, how bad do you want it? You know, that's really what it's all about. Thanks so much for that, Linda. Jennifer, you want to share something with us? Hey, Jen. Yeah, you.
I always get confused because I'm like, I know there's a lot of Jennifers here at SSM.
How you doing?
Well, I just want to say thank you, because I know I'm still kind of a little slow at everything. But this is like the first time I'm actually having people tell me like my timeline is awesome. It's exciting. I'm like, exciting where? Like how? And I mean, I do have people inboxing me. I don't have any sales yet, but it is motivation.
Yes,
it's nice to know that I do have people asking about it. And this is actually the first time I've ever actually woke up at 7:30 a.m. because I'm a night owl. So it's kind of weird for me to wake up that early, because I'm already like going to bed at 2. Mm-hmm. I will tell you thank you for something else, because I've struggled with alcohol since I was like about 14. And it's the first time I've actually not drank every day, because I'm so motivated to get up every morning and make that 7:30 time and be able to do my tasks. And this is actually the first month I have not drank more than.
Hey, Jen. Oh, we lost her. All right, that's all right. Well, that's awesome, Jen. I'm just happy to hear she's up and she's not drinking as much. That's a good thing. I'm proud of you. Miss Foreman, do you want to say something? Hey, Miss Foreman.
Hey there, I really wanted to say something. I almost punched you through there. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, I want to say I get goosebumps every time I listen to you. I gain something different. And it's just amazing. You know, I think you know, I've tried 26 years to make money online. You know, I mean, and I'm way up there, but I'm still doing it. And, you know, and the way to train and to, you know, to brand yourself, my engagement has gone up to, you know, from like 0 to 100, sometimes 150, sometimes 100, you know, and I still have to make mistakes. But I just want to thank you for your awesome teaching and your, you're down to earth, and the Lord has blessed you with a really, really unique, I don't know, occupation or, appointment on earth, I have to say, because you are really, really a blessing to those of us that are in this field. You really are. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Denise, did you want to say something? Hey. Hey, Denise. I can't hear you. You got to hit your volume button. Yeah, I can't hear you, sweetie. All right, if you get it to work, I'll come back to you. Calvin, did you want to say something? So you had your hand up.
Hello.
Hey, Calvin, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's good. Good to see you.
Normally I don't say anything, so I guess the hand being up was maybe it's my time to speak. But anyway, I've been in the opportunity for quite a bit of time, and I can tell everybody that if you're consistent and you do this day in and day out, you're gonna reap the rewards. Your engagement will go up, and I can tell you that it's been a great experience, and getting people to engage with you, because that's one code that I could not crack. I got part of it, but this was the missing piece of it. And I got some other things that's going on that takes my time, but eventually I'll be free of that, and I know once I do even more, then even more results will come. But the key to that I want to bring home to everybody, because I'm not going to take up too much time, is to make sure that you're consistent. Do it every day until you get at least 3 months, and then you'll see the rewards. But I think that's what a lot of people miss. They don't get the consistency that they need.
Correct.
All right,
thanks so much, Calvin. Yeah, I
right,
appreciate that, and I appreciate you, Calvin.
Likewise.
Okay, we're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna wrap things up. Hey, Ryan, you can hit the unmute button. How you doing?
Hello, everybody. Hello.
How are you?
I am good. How are you?
Good. I'm doing good.
Yeah, wonderful. So, first of all, I just wanted to say that I think you are an absolute legend. Now, I don't tend to call everybody a legend by chance, but when people come into my life and they make an impact, they have to be a legend. Now, when I came into the online space 4 to 5 years ago, I had all these sponsors and uplines telling me different stuff, what to do. I know that overload and overwhelm too. And then they came to a point where I needed something different. I needed something fresh. I needed something new as well. And then when I found the platform, the SSM, SSM platform, and the trading as well, I have to say that it is so simple. It is so simple. It's like a newborn baby could even do themselves. So I just wanted to say thank you, and I'm also earning money that I have never dreamed of. And it's like I said today as well, that 5 to 6 months ago, receiving emails and getting all these payments as well, it's almost unheard of. So I just want to say thank you, and I just want to also say thank you for the opportunities you have given all of us as well. So most of us, we have grown our confidence. We've got the platform so we can grow as well. So I just want to say thank you, and we love you as well.
Thank you so much, Ryan. I appreciate you. We love you too. And thank you so much for being a part. Actually, Ryan had another sign-ups today. He's been getting them consistently. congratulations on your sign up. And I appreciate everybody that has been here. We've had our ups and downs like any business. It's not easy. We're at like 1.7 million in payouts to our members. We have over 2,800 members a part of our team, and we're going to keep doing more. I'm going to keep giving you guys more value, adding more things. I'm always thinking of new traffic generation strategies, and we're going to be moving into that. Some things I haven't shared yet that I got up my sleeve, but I'm just excited about what's to come. And for those who are new here for the first time and want more information or want to get involved, all you have to do is get back to the person that invited you. We have a total of different levels. We have the bronze level, they're all one-time payments. We have a silver, we have gold, platinum, and diamond, 5 levels. You come in at whatever level you feel comfortable at. You can always scale up when you're ready. You can take the profits, the money that you earn, and scale up. And all you're going to do is get more education on how to run your business faster, but not only that, how to run it the right way. What I'm doing is giving you basically all of the things that I've learned that are most important, right? Not the garbage stuff, but the things that are most important in order for you to do business the right way. So you take all of that information, and when you put it to use, when you actually start using it, you'll start to see results. And this is not going to take years for you to get, it's not something that's hard and complicated. But you have to be consistent. You have to be willing to put in the work. Okay. So I just wanted to give you guys that information. Thanks so much, guys, for coming out this evening. I'll see you guys next week. We're here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stay inspired and stay blessed. I love you guys. Have a good night.